Okay. I'm gonna start off with the Lisa's. I thought that was clever. I'm sure someone else has said that before. Okay. So the first thing I noticed when I looking at this emote is like we'll probably want to highlight the pink in the back, just to make it more visible. Because once you make this the 28 by 28 version, it'll pretty much be invisible. So let's buff it up to season 2 levels. So first, let's make a new layer. Trying to remember how I do that. Oh, here we go. You can click right here. Yeah. So you can click on this guy right here for new layer. Alright, we'll just name it highlight. Okay, we'll put that underneath that layer. And then right click on this layer to select the pixels because we want to get the outline of the emote that we're making. And then I already pre-selected the color, but you can just zoom in and then use the eyedropper tool. I don't know all the shortcuts yet, by the way. I'm still learning this all in Photoshop. But yeah, it's about a good good pink. Pretty much what I already picked. So okay, well, that's good. And then we're gonna use the bucket tool. I forget the shortcut, but you can hold down your mouse on this when you see this guy right here, because this is the edit toolbar essentially. It's probably gonna have that icon on it instead of the eyedropper tool. But anyways, if you hold down on it, this is where all the other tools are that you can use. So let's see. Oh, paint bucket is G. Okay, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna click on that twice to like really fill it in, and then I'm actually gonna probably duplicate the layer. So let's go ahead and deselect, and then let's use the blur tool. And we'll blur this out. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm gonna actually just copy and paste because I want 2 of that. I want it to be super buff. So we'll merge down that layer so it's on the same one. I'll do this again. Okay. And then let's go ahead and merge this layer down now. Merge down. Okay. And then maybe do some adjustments. Let's see. Maybe make it a little more like bright pink. Let's see. You can kind of mess around with the back color. So it's like that's a nice pink. Make it a little more buff. Okay. And then let's just see what the auto contrast looks like. Sometimes I like to play with that first. Oh, I didn't even notice a difference. Yeah, it pretty much looks the same. Okay. Maybe let's just mess around with the manual brightness contrast. I just want to see what kind of difference. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. I guess you could make it maybe a little darker just so the steel shows up better. Because like this, I'm worried about it not showing up as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. So let's go back to brightness contrast. I'm going to lower the brightness a little bit. And then maybe the contrast up just a little bit. Sometimes you have to play around with it though. Okay, and then now, and again, I'm still fairly new to using Photoshop, so hopefully this all makes sense. I'm clicking on trim, transparent pixels. I'm actually going to move this up just so we can take advantage of all the space, and then trim it again. Okay, and then let's go ahead and I always try this first. I go to image size, make sure this isn't linked. That's linked. So now it's not linked. And let's just go to emote size now and see what it looks like. Because it might actually look okay, even though we're kind of warping the image a little bit. So usually what I do before I do anything with an emote is I want to see what it's going to look like emote size. So let's actually make it 28 by 28. I'm going to copy it. And I already have this open. I always use an example chat when I'm making stuff because I feel it's just nice. You can kind of see what you're doing, you know? So I'll paste a bunch of like example ones in here. Let's go ahead and just move them around. See what they look like in the chat, you know? Get an idea of what it's going to look like when you post it. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then I always click on this layer so then those aren't highlighted. So that's what the emote would look like basically in chat. Looks pretty cool. Obviously, at this point where it's just going to be a personal preference, if you like like how it looks this way, or you know, if you don't like that it was kind of warped and you want to keep more of the original shape of the sauce. I think it looks good, but again, if you want to make it different, obviously you can. But yeah, that's pretty basic. Hopefully that helps a little bit. As you already know, Twitch wants you to have these in 3 sizes. So just to kind of keep everything easy, I just we'll go to export as, and you don't have to mess with any of this. Just leave that as export all, and then so I have your folder here. Let me go ahead. Let's make a new folder for the saws. I'm gonna go ahead and actually move that in there. Okay, so this first one is the 112 pixel image. So we'll just do saw 112. All right, and then we're gonna adjust again. We actually want it linked now. 28 by 28. Oh, whoops, that was the smallest one. I always go in order. Kind of OCD. Okay, 56 by 56. Export. Export all.
Okay, here we go.
And then saw 56. Okay, and then I don't know why. I think this might be a superstitious thing, but I always go back to the 112 by 112, and then I downsize to 28. I don't think it actually matters, but I'm weird. I always do that. I don't think you have to though. Okay, export all. And then saw 28. Okay. And then I'm also going to save this. Here, let's put like one more in here. Because I want to send this to you so you can see it. Okay. We'll export as. Export all. And then, where's your folder? There you are. Okay. And then we'll just name it. Oops. Saw chat. Perfect. Okay. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to upload this to Google Docs. That's usually how I send them, send the files. Actually, I'll probably just email it to you since you actually emailed to me. So I'll go ahead and just email you these files, but hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm going to work on your other emails this week, and I'm sorry I'm kind of behind, but the good thing is usually Twitch doesn't actually approve them over the weekend. So you'll probably get to submit all of them this weekend, and they'll be live on Monday, which will be sick. So I'll finish the rest though, I promise. Hopefully that helped. All right, thanks.